Ladies and gentlemen, we'll commence this press conference then as we wait for the remaining pole sitters. We have in front of you pole sitters from LMP1, LMP2 and GT Pro. We're going to start with the LMP1 category, the pole taken by Audi Sport Team Euro's number 7, Andrea Lotterer and Marcel Fessler, ending an 11 race streak for Porsche. So that's a really good record for you guys. Andre, was this expected?
No, but it wasn't what time. It was difficult to expect anything with these conditions. I mean, yesterday they had the upper hand in the rain, so it didn't look that good for us. But today was a better day for us, and it's a nice reward for our mechanics. That we slept an hour and a half last night. So a lot of work with this new car, and also for the guys back at Audi Sport. A nice reward for our new car to be here first and second.
Marcel, you were the second driver in the car, improving on Andre's time. Were the track conditions improving at the end of the session there?
Yeah, for sure. It was much less water on the track. It starts to get not dry line, but it was no spray anymore. So you have to also, I went with the rain tires to cool them outside a little bit. But yeah, because it's so cold, I think normally it would go immediately on an Inter, but it was too cold condition out there. So we stayed in the rain. Yeah, definitely the track condition getting better.
And for the race tomorrow, if it's in the dry conditions, Andre, do you still have a fighting chance against the Porsches?
Again, difficult to understand what to expect. It's early stages to see a tendency. I think they're still the favorites. We saw their speed yesterday is quite strong, but you know we're there. We give everything, and we're starting in the front, and hopefully we can stay at the front. But for sure, it's a long race. 6 hours, a lot can happen, and it's going to be our first long race with this car. So we have a very neutral approach. I mean, we don't go into the race thinking we're going to beat somebody. We just try to do our own best and see what comes out.
And Marcel, just going on from that point, how much is this still learning about the car, this first race?
Yeah, for sure. It's our first race with this car. We have to learn a lot still. Yeah, as everyone knows, we maybe had not the best start at the beginning with it, but we had good testing in the end. So we're really looking forward now for tomorrow's race. And yeah, 6 hours is still quite long. So I think that at the moment we are really happy to be in the front. I think nobody at the moment did expect that. Immediately with a new car in pole position, I think that's a great achievement. And yeah, I think that's also an extra motivation for the whole team now for tomorrow's race, to give again everything. And yeah, it looks like the kart, everything is new now for each, so the clock is on 0, and yeah, let's see what's tomorrow will be on the end of the race.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Moving on to the GT Pro category, fastest time to James Collado in the 51 car, but a problem for the second stint in that car means we have the 71 machine who took pole position, David Rigon and Sam Bird. David, just 3 tenths off James' fastest lap time in the first part of the session. How did it feel on board?
So yes, it was not easy even for us because it was very cold condition, and it was the first time for everybody in the wet condition. So I mean, I was very good until last corner, and then I have a bit long. So 3 tenths is very easy to lose. But to say James did a fantastic job. It's not easy to go. I mean, happy because we have a good car, good balance, and we did the right choice with the pressure of the tires. So very happy. In the end, bad that they have some good luck with the car, but we are there, and now it's important tomorrow.
Absolutely. Sam, your first experience, you were telling us, in wet conditions in a Ferrari. How did you feel?
Yeah, it was an experience. Obviously delighted to be on pole. Well done to David for dragging me up there a little bit and helping me out. First lap in the wet. My fastest was my first lap. Traffic with the Ford on the second lap denied me of trying to go quicker. But yeah, starting on pole is great. I think our pace and my pace in the dry was very strong. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think so long as we do a good job on the 71 car, obviously as well on the 51 car, we can achieve some decent points.
And Sam, again, looking at the competition for tomorrow, we're looking at dry conditions. Who are the people you'll be looking in the rearview mirror for?
be looking for the 51, of course. But we have to wait and see. It's still quite tricky to find out who is and what is the pecking order in GT I'm finding this year. Maybe there will be some people that are extremely strong. We just don't know yet.
David, one last question for you. The Ferrari is a new package this year. How much are you guys still learning about the car?
Yeah, it's a completely new car. We still have to learn a lot about the car, especially tomorrow start the 6-hour race will be quite long. I mean, we have to see. I think Porsche will be very strong tomorrow. We'll be back again. There, I think we have to fight with them. Even Porsche, for sure, is the first time, so they will get in close. So we need to be very concentrated, do our best, and just push. There is always to learn with this car, but looks good. So we need to take some point now.
Congratulations to the Ferrari team. Moving on to LMP2 category, and it was a G-Drive Gen Racing team. Robert Rusinov, who started the session, a slightly different strategy to most of the LMP2 category. What was your thinking behind that?
Yeah, I think it was quite difficult because I didn't make any laps in the rain, and yeah, we have a new car, and it was quite important for us just to drive through without any mistakes, and I think it was not too bad. And then when René went to the car, yeah, I think he just did a perfect job, and he put the car in pole. So to be honest, he's qualifying.
Okay, we'll talk to you then, René. Fastest lap in the LMP2 session, matching Pipo Derani. Tell us about how difficult it was finding the maximum performance in just a couple of laps.
Really difficult for me. It was my first ever lap in the LMP2 in the wet conditions, and they told me you have just one lap, this is the first one, so you have to use the peak properly. And so I just watched some onboard videos from Formula 1 and whatever, so tried to see the rain line. And somehow, yeah, I made it in the first lap, so I used the peak perfectly, and then we were on pole, but I don't know how much, but yeah, very happy obviously with my first ever LMP2 qualifier and put it on pole. Yeah.
Congratulations, gentlemen. We're going to move across to the LMP1 light category, and it is good to see the CLM car on the pole position. James, you were first out in the car. Really good to see you guys here. How was the feeling?
It was good fun actually. It was the first time I've ever driven a car in the wet, so bit of a gamble on the first time lap, and it seemed to work out. It was really close. I think the time between Nick and myself for the first drive, I think just 3/10. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. Not much grip out there, but good fun.
Ollie, how much is this a representative of you guys taking the fight to Rebellion this year?
Hopefully very. Obviously they struck a couple of vehicles and it's mixed conditions as well, so I think it'll even out a bit in dry conditions, but we're hoping to be a lot closer and in some cases quicker than them, so hopefully this will continue on.
Congratulations to you guys, and moving finally over to the GT and pole winners, and that is the Abu Dhabi Proton Racing Porsche. Fastest lap to the Chevy of Paolo Roberti, but an average meant that you guys took the pole position. Klaus, you're out first. How important was it to get the best out of the new sharp rubber in those wet conditions?
Yeah, it was not easy for me. Also, like for the other guys, the first time with this tire on in the wet. I got it in the third lap. For the car, for me, was really good, so the team did an amazing job. But as I said, it was not easy, and then Khaled made it in the end because we were P2, and then with Khaled's lap, we were far away from the others.
Absolutely, a good consistent lap between the two of you. Khaled, tell us a little bit about how free practice one, a little bit of wet conditions for you. Was that important to get a decent setup for this qualifying?
Yeah, I mean for the car definitely, but I haven't been out also on wet this weekend, so it was